again. So I've never had this happen on Amazon before. So I bought a bunch of pieces of marble, and the one was fine, and I wanted to return the other one. I returned the wrong one, but it said you don't need to return it. I've had that happen before. So there was no way to like undo it. And then I went to customer service to call them, and I can't get in. It won't let me. It say you're already refunded, no need to return. It's like $12 or something, but I'm like, well, I want to let them know that that was fine. I just want, because I'm returning the other one. Well, I've never seen marble. I mean, it's a nice piece of marble, but the edges aren't square, and it's supposed to be square. If it wasn't supposed to be square, I can understand it. Oh, something's dying over here. Battery here. How many battery lifts? Oh, yeah, I do. It's actually a nicer piece of marble than you're going to get on some little cheap square thing. I mean, it wasn't cheap; she was $29 for 12 by 12. It's still a good price, but it it curves. It's not straight. I mean, it's a really nice piece of marble. It's just, again, it's not the spec. Not even close. In fact, the one I returned the first, because I returned to get a replacement. I turned the replacement first, and I said, I'll think about this one. Replacement was worse. So I returned the replacement already, and I'm thinking, do I want to keep it? Because it looked nice. It's just, this is also happening. So again, something's going on. Like screw the consumer. I'm not saying Amazon, although it could be, people in Amazon screw me, but that'd be a different thing. But the quality control is slipping. So I'm not, again, China's making less money because, people aren't buying, even if they pay, I know, I ordered something from China and it's like zipping here. It used to take like 3 weeks, it's gonna take like a week or something. You say 3-4 weeks. So people aren't even, and they're paying the tariff fee, which they should have did from the beginning. Because people are like, I'm not taking a chance. And who knows? They call me for $20 sometimes. On top of a $20 item or something. Right? Who knows? I guess that'd be impossible. But people are tariff shy as far as ordering from overseas. And again, that's what Trump was going for. But I'm just not a fan of tariffs. But if it would have worked the way he wanted it to work, it'd have been fine. Like, my opinion is nobody's owed tariffs but the public and whatever's left over, the government. These people already raised prices. They already sought remuneration from the consumer. They're playing that double dip thing. See, this is what caused 2008. They'll blame it on Trump, but they just screw in consumers. They don't give a shit. They should have hearings into it. Call these people in and say, how are you owed? When you raise the price to cover your tariff, how are you owed tariff money? You already covered it. I call them into the hearing instead of going after people that are trying to fix the country like Secretary Noem. We know what's up. We see you protecting Iran. We see you protecting the foreign nationals like there's nothing left but drug money to pay you. I never before in my life did I really wonder how a politician could live with themselves, could live doing the thing they're doing. But now I can see it. And of course, I knew all the corruption before, but come on, you're trying to keep Iran going and the narcos. They got more rights. Narcos in Iran have more rights in the United States than we do as citizens because they got the bribery money going. You know, you ain't seen Cash Patel lately, right? That's what they're doing. That's extortion. Oh, it's going to be 5 years. Statute of limitations. So be careful what kind of cases you bring. Why don't you bring the judge in there and ask the judge why he's making and she's making rulings that have no basis in any law, in any reality? Why did you adhere to that overturned ruling? Because we knew it was unlawful. Or he was school bus. There's going to be a bunch of people coming in from Mexico for farming, going to be blessing Secretary No. See, once you let it run its course, it's going to correct itself. I told you that from the beginning. There's no way Trump could stop foreigners working in this country when it gets to a certain number. That's fine. I mean, he's trying to get them to leave on their own. So yeah, it sounds like they're asshole, but that's the way law enforcement works sometimes. They think they're going to get no quarter, they'll jump out of here and get their couple $1,000s. The judges ruined it all. Now we're slowly building back up because their rulings are defunct. They were never valid. So I think maybe we should impeach some of those judges. Hell of waiting 5 years for anything. Right. I told you those rulings were bullshit from the beginning. Now, I'd said a couple of them looked good, and they were. One, I thought was going to fly, it didn't fly. I looked at my refund and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the right amount. I'm like, oh, that's another one. They'll probably tell me to keep it, but I don't want to look stupid where I'm returning both of those marbles. I'm keeping one anyway. Try to keep it as honest as I can. They curse. They curse. That's a sign they curse my Amazon. Bobby from the inside. I've been rolling pretty good for a rainy day. I'll tell you that. Yeah, hey, traffic's rolling good. What going on? You could if those front columns, you don't have to make them what do they call it, Corinthian. You can do a Greek. I guess that's like a Greek erectus or something like the Requiem or something like that. You can just put a necking on it, and it looks like a Corinthian. below the capital, you build what's called a necking. And the neck goes, like, I guess like 8 inches down, 8 to, I guess those are pretty big. So probably go about probably like 16 inches or something. It's just a design, just like you could actually put the necking from the Corinthian, because the Corinthian has a capital piece at the top, like what they call the abacus. They have the abacus, and then there's that necking piece. So you could actually even take and you would actually come up with a modern composite, which is a combination of the Scamozzi and the Corinthian, I guess. It's the necking from the Corinthian and the abacus from the Scamozzi. The volutes are bigger on the Scamozzi and the modern composite. And I got wimpy. I don't like the volutes on the Corinthian. It's real small. So I would have like a Requiem with a necking, where I would go with a Corinthian, but you can go with a modern composite. And you can invent your own modern composite, whatever necking you want. I would just do a necking upgrade if you were going to do anything. Leave the abacus capital part, and then you put a necking on with acanthus leaves, like the Corinthian or whatever else. You could actually put scenes of Revolutionary War if you wanted. It just goes. It's just like a sculptor's canvas. It's usually a canvas. Going here with these people. They're pretty uppity at this UPS store compared to the other one. I mean, they're okay, but the other UPS, they're just good old people, Not the like, that's the weird part. Like, if people don't use your service, then you don't have a job. Amazon tried to do away with U.S. Postal Service. I think they got jammed up. They're using them again now, a lot more. I guess certain areas get around here. Rainy. Yeah, I thought my one hearing aids were screwed up. Like, I would have to go get an adjustment. She pulled that globe out, the other woman, and they work great now. Both of them actually work better. Yeah, I should have had those in like 2013. I think VA dropped the ball. But again, somebody may have told them to drop the ball. They play games, Deep state. I don't think Europe gives a shit about Iran existing, because, all them Islamic people running Europe anyway. They're paying that, money. Sex trafficking money. Some of it's oil money, but some of it's that sex trafficking money and the drug money. They run drugs too. Arabic people run drugs too. They don't want me to say it, then they shouldn't do it, I guess, huh? Well, stay peaceful. Praise God in all that you do. Praise God.